Today our BioByte is about viruses and infection. I got some examples of those viruses here. Let's name them and let's see. First one, Nipah. Then dangerous Ebola, another dangerous one, Hendra. Then we have SARS, and I think I should not talk about the last one, the new coronavirus. Okay, so guys, all these viruses and also viruses similar to them, which are deadly, they all are carried by one animal, and we all know that, bat. And today in our BioByte, we're gonna see actually why these bats, if they carry these many viruses, then why don't they get sick? Why don't they get infected? This is our question today. So friends, let's go to this answer of this question, and I must tell you that there are two reasons. Interestingly, there are many, but the basic are two, and we're gonna see those two reasons in detail one by one. Let's see the first one. Yes, friends, you saw it correctly. One of the reason that bats do not get infected, even though they have many viruses, is this ability to fly. Yes, friends, they can fly. They are mammals like us, right? So we mammals cannot fly, but bat is exception. Bats can fly, and when they fly, they actually don't glide. They flap their wings, and friends, flapping the wings actually needs more and more energy. So if it needs more energy, then of course, what's going to happen? It is going to actually increase the body temperature, and this will surprise you. Generally, the body temperature of the bats is 37 degrees centigrade, but when they fly, the body temperature raises to 40 to 41 degrees centigrade. Wow. Now, what is the impact of this? We will see in a second. But before that, I just want to share one thing with you. It's not only temperature, friend, actually the heartbeats. And now see the speed of heartbeats. The way they beat, 1,000 beats per minute when they fly in the sky. Now, if these two things are happening to the mammals, especially other mammals other than bat, or especially humans, then we will die because our body cells will be damaged, DNA will be damaged. But in case of bat, that doesn't happen. Why? We will see in a minute. But let's now focus on this temperature increment, 40 degrees centigrade. And now here something interesting happens. We all know that these bats, they carry lots of viruses, lots of bacteria, right? Now this particular temperature is really suppressing them. They cannot be actually alive, and then this is how they cannot infect the bat. So this is one of the reasons why bats actually are immune. So this is how flying actually helps bat. Oh, wait, we can also fly, right? Yeah, we can fly, but we all know, bats fly themselves. And when we fly in aeroplane, actually machines help us to be in the sky. But in case of bats, no, it's not like that. Let's go for the second reason. And friend, the second reason is also interesting, and that actually makes these bats a really incredible animal, which I actually said in the beginning. And the second reason is, yes, their unique immune system. Now we are going to see the uniqueness of the immune system, how special it is, which makes them immune to those deadly viruses. Before that, I just want to clarify one thing. Whenever we are sick, friends, we are sick, when we have fever, actually what happens, the immune system responds in that way so that we can deal with the microorganisms and the pathogen. So this is basically from the immune system. This is what we see from outside. People actually experience this, but at the cellular level, what happens in all mammals when they are sick? One interesting thing happens. All mammals' body cells, they make this special protein called as interferon alpha protein when mammals are infected by viruses. Now you will ask, what's the function of this protein? And the function is also very crucial. This protein actually helps in stopping the pathogen, that is virus or bacteria multiplication. So multiplication is stopped, and this is how we quickly recover from the infection, right? Now, there's one more thing regarding this mechanism, which is interferon alpha protein. This particular mechanism, friend, is actually on and off always in mammals. What does that mean? Whenever there is infection, this mechanism will be on. If no infection, then this mechanism will be off, right? But here something interesting happened with bats. Now look at these incredible animals. In them, this interferon alpha protein also is made because they are also mammal, right? But in them, this particular mechanism is always on, even though they are not flying. So when they fly, temperature helps them to be immune. When they do not fly, this mechanism, which is always on, helps them to be immune. Wow, amazing, isn't it? And that's why experts and scientists all over the world always say that if we want to do more research in longevity and also resilience and also immune system, then guys, bats are the best animal to do study. And but there's a one problem here, scientists say that the more they try to study bats, the more new things they discover. Amazing, isn't it? So this is all about bats and their immunity. Let's go ahead and talk about the problem which is actually happening all over the world about corona. Let's see now. Imagine guys, this is a bat having many viruses including corona. That's the human, and now see what happens. Because of some reasons, we will see what are the reasons, when the humans actually come in contact with these bats. Now what happens is this. So that's the corona, and then see. Now for this transmission there are many ways. Urine, solid waste, saliva, whatever. Okay, when they come in contact, transmission happens like this. Once the transmission happens, now this corona will be happy. You know why? Because here it was suppressed because of flying, because of that interferon alpha protein mechanism. Here there is nothing. Wow, amazing. And before the body react, this coronavirus will start multiplying. It will start multiplying, and then eventually what will happen? We will be sick. What happens here we will see in another video, but here we have to think of one thing, and that thing is basically look at the arrow, friends. We are coming in contact. It's not other way around. That is why I can say that bats are not causing corona, or corona is not causing basically the COVID infection. It's basically we human being. We human being are actually going into their territory and disturbing them. And in that happens naturally or accidentally, the transmission happen which you saw. I'm really happy that now Chinese government have banned selling and eating the wild animals. I really hope they continue it, but they are Chinese. Nobody can guarantee them. Anyway, so that is all about this corona stuff. Okay, let's see one more question and then we are going to stop. And the question is basically now, why these bats have got so many deadly viruses and bacteria? Scientists are figuring out for this particular question, and so far they have come with two interesting answers, and the answer is basically their lifestyle. The first answer is the bats usually live in the caves. You all know the caves are damp and moist, right? And that is a perfect breeding ground for the viruses. And in the caves, these bats, they live like this. Now look at this picture. So in this picture you can clearly see they always live in a group. You can clearly see they rarely live isolated. And because they live in group, close proximity, now viruses from one bat to another bat can easily be transmitted. Now you can think, right? Now looking at this particular picture and the discussion, I'm sure now you must be thinking why all governments in the world have given the guideline to maintain the social distancing. Because now corona has infected humans, right? Now from one person to another person, it can be easily transmitted if we live like bats. And that's the reason these terms are coming out: social distancing, quarantine, isolation, so that transmission can be minimized. And somehow we can protect ourselves from this corona infection. Finally, I just want to say one thing about these bats. Sometimes, like you guys, I also like horror movies, but sometimes I feel bad. These horror movie directors and the authors have portrayed the bad image of bats. They're not that bad. Till now, you have seen how incredible that animal can be. And interestingly, friends, scientists have said that there are 1,300 species of bats. Wow. Really, really big number. And they are found all over the world except Antarctica. Okay, and out of this 1,300, only one species is found to be attracted to suck the blood. Others they don't. They only eat what? Fruits or insects. That's it. And this is how bats are really crucial when it comes to the ecosystem. One of the reasons bats are immune is flying. So if you're thinking that if we can fly, can we be immune? Friends, many people in the past have tried to fly. See what happened with them. So guys, you realize how difficult it is to fly, but bats can do that nicely being mammal. Friends, from bats, thank you very much for watching this video.